Guys, what's up? How today is going? Today we talk about a new lesson that adding and subtracting fraction. Last lessons we talked about comparing fractions by using fraction bar. Now we talked about how we plus and minusing fractions. At first, when we have like denominator or when we haven't like denominator. For example, look at there. For example, we have like denominator. That's so easy. When we just call it fraction bar. Okay. So, when we use like denominator, that's not problem only, directly we plus it. How? For example, 2/5. So means what? Means I have a bar, fraction bar, and I divide the denominator equal to how many? 5. So I divide into 5 parts. So the numerator is equal to what? 2. So I need to color 2 cells. Now plus 1/5. So means I colored one of them. Now we have the same 5, it's no problem. Now how many colors shaded? So, or how many cells is shaded or colored? 1, 2, 3. 3. Over how many? How many parts we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over 5. That's when we subtract it the same. For example, we have like denominator, that's no problem. So 3/4 this minus 2/4 this. Now what do we need to divide into 4 parts because the denominator is 4, and then we need to color 3 because the numerator is 3 or over the fractions is 3. Now we minus the first part is show 3/4 this and the second one is 2/4 this. Now how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 means denominator doesn't change, so we put down for how many cells shaded. So we need to look, and there we have subtract or minus. At that time we need to remove 2 cells from this one. How is, for example, this one is 2. So remove this 2 ones for them because this 2. Okay? How many is stay? 1. So means 1 for this. Now this is so easy, the easiest one. Now we talked about how we. At first, I don't know what means of equivalent fractions. For when we have the like denominator, what do we need to do at this time? We need to use equivalent fraction. At first, I want to remind them we study equivalent fraction. For example, write an equivalent or simplest form. For example, 3/9. Look, 3/9. Look at there. Simplest form of this one equal to how many? We divide what number by 3? Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3 is 1. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. At this time we use this equivalent fraction. Now for 1/2 is the same. For example, we have 1/2, the equivalent fraction for 1/2 equal to how many? 2/4. Okay? Or etc. Now for example, at first I need to show them by fraction bars. For example, I have this show us only one number, whole number, okay? This one. When I have 1/2 means divide this one into 2 parts. This one is 1/2, this one is 1/2, so 1/2 and this 2/2 together, this only 1/2 and this one together, this 2 out of 2 equal to 1. This one, this 1/2. So, mean that 1 equivalent to 1/2 and 1/2 equivalent to 2/4. For example, look, line it up. We have this line, so line it up, this line. So this one equal to how many? They are the same. 1/4 and 1/4 equal to 1/2. Because of they are line it up at the same place. So when line it up, this one is until the end. Means 2/4 equal to how many? 4/8. Look, we have line it up and in the same 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide into 4 parts. Now this one is the same equal to 8/16. So look, we are line it out, they are the same. So they are all equivalent. These call it equivalent fractions. For example, another example for equivalent is the same. Look, for example, 1, we have 1 equivalent to 1/2 and equivalent to 2/4. For example, this one is, another one is whole. For example, we have, and to raise it, So we have 1 again, we have a whole. So when we have 1/3 means we divide into 3 parts and we only one of them. 1/3. This 2/3 together and this 1/3 equal to 1. So I line it up again. For example, line it up this one and this one line it up. So 1/3 equal to how many? Equal to 1/6 or 2/6. Sorry, 2/6 means 1/3 equal to 2/6. All the same. So we line it up again. So equal to how many? 1/6 equal to how many? Equal to 6/12. 6/12. So we color this one. So this is called equivalent fraction. Now we use this equivalent fraction. For example, we have. So for add or subtract denominator, unlike denominator and the fractions, at first we need to give the common denominator. For example, 1/2 equivalent to 2/4. And I explained it before how I show them by fraction bar. Now find fraction, strip the line equally, and this will help us to find equivalent fraction. For example, where we have this example, use fraction bars to add fraction with an like denominator. So for example, I have 1/2 plus 1/4. So in this whole, this one, we explain it. We need to find the like fraction bars first exactly under the sum. So what do we need to do at first? I have 1/2 and plus 1/4. Look, I use this bar, this 1/2 equal to 1. So I shaded this one, or colored this bar. Means I want only this one, this 1/2. 1/2. 1/2 equal to how many? Line it up from there. So equal to 1/4 plus 1/4. So it means equal to this 1/2 equal to 2/4. Okay? Now only I want a 1/2. 1/2 means what? 1/2 means 2/4. Plus, and I have in there 1/2 only, 1/4. I don't want this one, only this one. Only I wanted this one. So 1/4 plus 1/4, we have the same denominator now equal to how many? 3/4. This example for adding. So another example about subtracting fractions or minusing fractions. So example, we use how we minusing fractions. Example, we talk about subtracting fractions. We use the fraction bars to subtract fractions with unlike denominator. So subtract 2/3 minus 1/2. So what do we need to do at that? Again, we use fraction bar. We have whole 1. Now we divide 1/3. 1/3 we divide into 3 parts. So we color it only 2 parts. Meaning this we shade it. This color 2/3. Now I have to tell me minus 1/2. So look, minus 1/2. Okay, what I need to do at this time? Look. For example, line it up from this line. Line it up from this line. So we have how many parts? 2/3, and we have we equivalent fraction for 1/3. So 1/3 equal to 2/3 equal to how many? 1/4. So 1/2 equal to how many? 3/6. So we use this one directly. We use this one, for example. We have it. Now use instead of 2/3, we use 4/6. And instead of 1/2, we minus it, say 1/2, 3/6. So equal to how many? Directly we know. Equal to 4 minus, we have the like denominator for down 6, 4 minus 3 equal to 1. So we have, look, we have 1/3 and 1/2, it shows us the results, and there's 2. Now we have these examples. Find the sum or difference by using fraction bars. Okay. Example, the first example. The first example. Right, page 166. When we have a denominator. The first one is 8. For example, 1/8 is plus 1/4 is. How we plus use, for example, 1/8 is look, 1/8 is there. We divide into 8 parts because the denominator is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So tell me 1/8 this means 1 out of 8. Only one cell is colored. I color one of them. And now plus 1/4 this. I have 1/4 means divide into 4 parts and color it one of them. So look, when we line it up, 1/4 equal to 2/8. So in there, 1/4 equal to 2/8. At that time, what I do? But I want only one of them. So means instead of 1/4, put down 2/8. So 1/4 equal to 2/8. So instead of 1/4, 2/8 plus how many? I have 1/8. So 1/8 equal to how many? 3/8. So for subtracting the C and B is homework. C 3/8 minus 1/4. At that time, what do we need to do? So this means we divide into 8 parts, we color it on or we shade it only 3 parts. So 1/4 means this fourth denominator. So we divide into 4 parts. Now only we color one of them. Now we need to line it up all the lines. Look. We line it up and line it up. When we line it up, look, 2/8 equal to 1/4. 2/8 equal to 1/4. Okay? Now we have 3/8. So 3/8 are placed 1/4. So 3/8 minus, instead of 1/4 we have 2/8. 2/8 equal to how many? We have the like denominator at that time. So put down 8, remains 2 S1. Now, and page 167, practice